This is Chief Honeyberry with Ronald again. We saw him singing and dance the other day, and he wanted to tell us a little bit about what's going on in DTLA.
I was in Los Angeles today, right past the Chinatown. I guess you could say it was up on the hill, and it was a lot of sirens going constantly, and you would see you would hear the police like running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and finally there was like a huge there was like a big a line with the police to say, God, I mean like about probably like 50, 100 police cars, just all lit up and just single file, space between them, just like they were marching. I'm not sure what they were doing because I had no way of hearing or being informed anyway. My guess is that they probably were somehow pulling away the unwinding of a bunch of big mess that must have been the result of a whole lot of confusion or deliberate actions and stemming from abuse and which starts from with hurt. And how you doing? How you doing? That's all I can say.
Ron, I thought you were a hologram when I met you because like you were walking across the street after I video recorded you singing and dancing, and then you just vaporized. So I didn't know if you were actual real person and maybe a ghost. But are you real?
Well, yeah, and I like saw black people yesterday who I asked. It was the same question. And they said maybe you think I'm a ghost, or I said maybe you are a ghost.
If someone put their hand toward you,
was in a joking way.
Would their hand go through you if someone?
I didn't touch them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but
where are you from originally, Ronald?
I don't know.
From where?
I don't know. I believe I'm from Los Angeles, probably Oklahoma.
Probably from Oklahoma?
Maybe.
Why don't you remember?
Well, I know my family's from there, but because of California, it was something you wouldn't want to tell people that you're from California.
Right.
That you live in California. You would. You can't really model and tell people that you're it's a kind of makes it's not really it's not a nice thing to say to everybody. I blew your cover. You got blow your cover. Yeah. Anyways,
I'm headed over to the Ralph's grocery store here on Lake Avenue. We're in Lake in Colorado. We try to get out of the intersection. It's still kind of loud. But the thing is, this is a quiet part of town. Last night over by Old Town, there's a lot of activity, police and helicopters. But I'm sure that it was much worse in downtown LA.
I gotta tell you that the problem is that it's not as bad. I'm here in Pasadena now, and I have to tell you, at Pasadena, I went from being the happiest person in the world when I first moved here, and it lasted for a long time. I was literally, I really thought that I was just, I could not express to you, I just thought that I was taken care of by God and everybody. I just thought the weather was so great here, and it was just so beautiful, and it lasted for a while, and I worked and worked and worked. It eventually ran out, and I tell you right now, it is literally, it's become a place that is really difficult to sort of deny the fact that people are on the edge, and there's a lot of attitude here, and the people are kind of mean.
Yeah.
And I'm finding it like I felt like I just can't stay here anymore. I just feel like it's literally, it's every day, they're driving the cops crazy. It's like, for me, I've not had them say I haven't heard one bad word from anybody who's, part of doing everything that they can in their power to, make it a reality that, to pay off of all your life work and everything that you've given to God and to everything that, you believe in. that will, keep replenishing and keep it intact. And it's like every everybody's working hard at the same time for this to happen, and it's just like I'm not sure. All of a sudden I see like all the psychopaths. It's just like our I don't know our us pulling together. It's just like pulling up, and there's a lot of psychopath people, and
Oh, yeah.
which is confusing to a lot of people because they don't know. I mean, from where I mean, being in the being around the music business, I mean, people, I was told that, I mean, that it means the guy's a genius, that the worth of at least 13 million. Well, and that's not really the case here. I mean, and I was told by, some of the women or the ladies said that if they don't live here, they're a psychopath. And I mean, the attitude, but what we're talking about, we're talking about people that are just really suffering from a lack of, it's like they're drowning it's not really competition, it's just that they can't fight the us, for what you poured into your life, your entire life, and what you put into it. I mean, literally, it's suffocating. The people that are not seeing that, they're not able to help the fact that, it was just, there's a lot more to, I mean, it's a kind of a thing that's been going on. It started a long time ago, and it just, not to say the wrong thing, I feel like I, let them down by saying that, but the reality is that they put us through a lot of hell. There's a tremendous, hell is a number one enemy, and I've done everything I can possibly do to simplify the situation by saying hell. I mean, I just put it right out there, number one button, hell. Even the kids that I had, I've got them, they're little babies, and I said, I got them to where that they say, we can give you a ride or a taxi to wherever you have to go, but we just, we understand that you have to leave and stuff, and I mean, they're just, that's all the most we can do.
Ron, were you in the music industry?
No, I was in. Was not in the music industry.
I thought you were a rapper.
Huh?
You're a very good rapper.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never done that before. I've never rhymed there.
You have hazel eyes. Are you Rh negative? My blood type is AB negative. They call us, people who don't like us call us reptilian or lizard people.
I had never heard that.
Do you have Rh negative blood?
No, I don't know.
You're from Oklahoma. Are you tribal? Do you have any
I don't have any background.
You don't remember?
I've never studied that.
Do you have amnesia, maybe?
No.
No. What industry were you in?
Well, I worked with magazines.
With
I
magazines?
did print work. I work with models and modeling agencies, and I work with actors. I used to work in movies, film and television. And,
Oh, I see.
But mostly the magazines.
Yeah.
And these are what I'm mostly famous for, and the movies. And I'm also I'm going back to work as we speak. I mean, everybody, even the law is they're trying everything they can to keep me from. The people are so, their resentment and their hostility is so powerful that it can literally, you would be amazed at what they're capable of doing. And they're doing everything they can to help me, to lift me up and get me back into the circulation and it's a daily thing. I mean,
You look a little bit like former President Jimmy Carter. Did people tell you that?
But yeah, I think he's amazing looking.
Yeah. Much smarter than our current president, huh? Our current president.
I like him too.
You like Trump?
Yeah, I'm very interested in the president.
Yeah.
And and I think that looks I had for a long time an ongoing thing that looks like the only thing that matters, and that's really how I started. Before people started getting interested in, I got the hook so that I could get more of the men that way, going to lead us into, away from the hell.
Well, what do you think about this coronavirus? I think it's a hoax. I've heard that.
I did too, but now I think I got it.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But they're saying in Italy, it's so weak now. The virus has mutated so much, it's harmless. You could gargle with a glass of it, and in England, Oxford's trying to find 10,000 test subjects for a new vaccine that Oxford came out with. They can't even find the test subject. No one had the virus is mutated so much it's harmless now, and people are still like, you can't go into stores without.
I don't know if it's harmless, but I can tell you that what happened to me is that I find now, as a person who studied public speaking so that I could be help the people that are chosen to be in front of the cameras and to speak to the public, to share the message of the day, to tell how to inform people of where we are now, this is what now, this is what's current, this is what's happening. Now am in something happened. I don't know what it was, but I can't. I mean, I have trouble every day. Trying to. I don't have the ability to speak the way I did before. And I was thinking, I never occurred to me that I would ever get sick, but since I wasn't. It's pretty serious. I mean, with all of the other things ongoing, collectively, it makes me. If you know me, it becomes one and it makes just one more person that is, maybe consider. I don't know what they say, but I don't want to think about it, but it has a. I mean, it takes away from the top of your, your. Where your I don't know the reward. It costs. There's a cost there.
So do you plan on staying in Southern California? Do you like it here?
I don't know. Right now, it's not. Well, the hatred is real. The psychopaths are real. They're nothing that they will not do to kill you. I mean, the people are doing. They're trying to kill us without. It's literally you would be. With their mind. It's literally. It's just like.
Yeah.
It's about like that.
Yeah.
That it takes that much effort.
Ron, I want to put you on IGTV. It's Instagram TV. They limit it to 15 minutes. We're out there right now, but so I'm going to end this interview. But if you'd like, we could do another one. I'd really like to hear you rap again. I think
don't know how to rap. I don't know.
you were doing it the last time I saw it. You were singing and dancing. You were so happy. This was a few weeks ago. It was over by Lake Avenue and Corson, right before the train. And as you're crossing the street, I was looking at you. There's nobody else around, and then you just vaporized. You disappeared. I was sure you were a hologram. Thanks, Ronald.
Okay, thank you.